It's week 3 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Packers on Monday Night Prime Time.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 18 carries, 67 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. This one swung out here to Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Over the middle, that's caught by Amari Rodgers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught by Rodgers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love going to give this one to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the left.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Julian Okwara drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. that has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Throwing on first down. Curran. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Curran. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. 7 yards the pick up there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Love, they go play action now. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st down, Love to pass. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake. Curran. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wheeler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, Holiday. And he's got this down to the 35. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Off play action. Curran. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Alvarado. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 27, Love. He's got this one complete to Rodgers. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach. Thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And they'll run again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Holiday. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 4th down, Curran looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Able to slither by.
Let's go, boys, let's go. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake. Curran. He'll get this off to Swift. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Off play action. Curran.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down now, it's Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This one complete to Lacy. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Curran. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, Curran. He finds his man, complete. It's Alvarado.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll run on first down. Holiday. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, Holiday. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Curran. And that will be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here's Love and the Packers. Down 24-23. A minute 17 remains. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Now Love. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Able to find Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Love looking to throw. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. But this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, in less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you know, you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.